Hey, it's J-Man, I'm with Andy.
Hey.
Got him back.
Yes, I'm back.
You knew you'd come crawling back.
I would if Amazon Music didn't open anyway.
Oh, Amazon Music. There was it of that As It Is video, and Patty's like, oh, Zeagle, shut up.
I haven't even watched this. I'm eating it. I don't like.
We're gonna eat. The most popular way to do it was be eating pizza at the same time. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, so today we watched Home Alone 2. That many. Yeah, great movie. Oh, we're gonna start with the Google ad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Boom.
Mom? Dad? Hey Google, what's on my calendar today?
You have one event called House to Yourself.
Oh yeah. Hey Google, add aftershave to my shopping list. Hey Google, remind me to clean these sheets later.
Okay, I'll remind you. Someone's at the front door.
What do I owe you?
Looks like you paid online.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay, cool.
Hey Google, turn down the temperature 2 degrees. Hey Google, begin Operation Kevin.
Operation Kevin underway.
Better get out of here before somebody sees us.
Boom, wasn't that good?
You know what? I thought it was actually really clever though, the way they did the scenes, and they just had bits of Google creeping him, like turn the temperature down, it showed the thing shut him, and then it was like, you know, what's on today? Oh, how's yourself? And like remind him to like, and it just really was doing like all the things he did, but they found a way to just link Google in, even though Google probably wasn't even, Google hadn't been invented when that film came out.
No, in superhero movie, when his dad gets shot in the alley, he's like, son, sell my company, Google. It will never make it. Yeah. Well, another Chris Columbus movie. That's like 4 of the movies I've watched in this series of Chris Columbus.
Another one.
This one. Home Alone 1, Gremlins, and Jingle All the Way.
I've just realised how rude and uncouth we are. I'm going to struggle to do this video without talking with my mouth full at some point.
Oh, I'm doing it already.
Disgusting. No manners, this lad. No manners at all.
Nah, done. Alright. The first thing they said, I think the first line of the movie. Easy on the fluid, fella. The rubber sheets are packed.
Oh man.
Full of the bedwetter.
2 years on.
Yeah, 2 years.
And he's still doing that. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, because that kid though, he was like 8 by then or 9.
He looks a little bit younger than Kevin.
Maybe.
But Kevin was a year older than his character was.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I just don't. It's just a very sort of salient point that he went to there. And although I suppose it's just gone back to the first film, because in the first film, it had to be something.
I do love callbacks.
To stop Fuller sleeping like in with him. Like so. So I guess like they had the point there, so you thought, oh, we might as well just like rehash that.
Yeah, I like that. Next point. Who gave Kevin a tape recorder? Before Christmas?
Yeah. It was just Christmas before, like when they came back on Christmas Day.
Maybe.
I mean, you're still obsessed with it a year later, because you know what kids of that age are like. Give them a Christmas present. Some, not all.
Can I quote the Grinch?
But some, you know, 2 days later, oh, forgot about that.
Can I quote the Grinch?
If you want.
I want a pony for Christmas, so I can ride it twice and then never think about it ever again.
See? Kids that age.
The Grinch, man. Proper bringing the Grinch in. Every movie I've come back to the Grinch.
Should have worn your too cool for your t-shirt.
I can't find that t-shirt. I did buy more Grinch socks. I've got 3 pairs of Grinch socks.
He is like the Grinch.
Yes.
Ruining Christmas for me.
When I drew that Grinch 2018, I decided to conduct a whole movie as the Grinch.
You're nearly there, I mean, yeah.
Yes. My hair was green.
It was green.
There were maggots in my teeth.
It looked like it was blue when he was dyeing it, and we thought it was like maybe like the blue meanie.
And the blue
turned out
meanie.
green.
Brian, if you're watching, hey, I'll follow him. I think he might follow me back. I'm not sure.
He has a potty mouth, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like, be careful of following me. I have a potty mouth.
Can you pass me that blue roll? Can you reach it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So while he reaches me blue roll, I will pretend to talk about stuff.
It's actually your Marv moment.
I did nothing like constructive at all there. Oh yeah, Marv with the blue roll. We'll come to the blue roll
Later.
It's not the same blue roll.
It looks similar. Pretend it's a prop from the movie.
Yeah, it's an actual movie prop.
They'll put that on eBay later for like about £500. If you can get $600 for a signed Power Ranger pop.
It's like this, see? This is the actual pizza that Kevin ate in 1992.
You can get your very own cheese pizza.
I don't want it, it's that old. It's older than me.
It was like my hair was like, you know, like, oh, you better have a better shot with a three-breasted Martian hooker from Total Recall. Imagine how saggy those would be now. Trump Plaza commercial. But I think it just says The Plaza.
Plaza Hotel.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say Trump Plaza. Which is like foreshadowing for later, isn't it?
Guess the new celebrity, Ding Dang Dong.
Yeah.
And then he tape records the whole thing, which is convenient.
He just tapes everything, man. Yeah.
I actually wouldn't want one of them, you know, looking at it. Yes.
And I think he used the batteries for that. So his dad put the new batteries in the
in his bag.
Yeah, and so to unplug in the battery charger, he unplugs the clock, which resets it. What a plan.
First film, not their fault that the power went out. Second film, their dad is a wally. I mean, he's not because he lives in that house, but
He must do something good work, man.
Clearly not putting the wrong plug all the time.
Yeah, man. What's your job for the day? Don't call the plug.
Guy doesn't work in bomb disposal. Which wire do I cut? Bang.
I'm thinking red wire in my head. Red wire makes it go off.
Exactly.
You know?
You know, probably kill him. And speaking of things that will probably kill people, I'll get to that later.
Foreshadowing. We're foreshadowing now.
We're going to work this now.
I love pointing out foreshadowing now. Deadpool did it, I'm stealing it. But, you know, there's a monster living in the basement next to a big steaming ball of foreshadowing.
Yeah, talk about stealing. I was foreshadowing. Watch out, Sainsbury's.
Shut up!
I know, I tried to bomb Cabbage Machine in the last one. I'm shoplifting in this one. The life of crime, guys.
We're living like kings, pizza, mate.
Yeah.
Kings, king. This is my crown.
You don't get this money from honest hard work. Well, yeah, you do.
Huh?
Well, I wouldn't say honest hard work. You know, pretending to work hard. You know.
I had this money, I spent it all.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. If I saw Uncle Frank naked, I would never grow up feeling like a real man.
I don't know actually what that means. Like,
This is on you.
hang on, wait. Sorry, welcome. It's just. Is he basically trying to imply he's got like a bazooka, and if he sees him naked, he never grew up feel like a real man because he never grew to the same level as him?
I don't know. Or maybe just stunt you, like, like that.
Or whether it was just put in there as a bit of a like curveball, so like no one really quite knew what it meant. But
I don't know, man. I don't want to know what that meant. It's Uncle Frank.
Oh,
Carry on.
I can't remember the words. Where they say we're walking down the street.
I'm the king of the cool giant.
Get the hell out of here!
That was classic sauce as a
That's
kid.
the second funniest bit of the film, probably.
Ooh, when I say it, point out the next one. When I say it. I think. Oh, and then it goes to the they're singing at the church. And it's like, wake up, Frank! You know, Heaven Soda's coming up.
No, the thing is, you said it wasn't that funny. It was when it was like Christmas time means laughter. Okay, it's like But when he sang the line, faces aglow,
With candles lighting up his ears.
with his ears lit up, that was when it was funny. And I've got to be honest, right? I know it's a poor little boy that people are taking the piss out of. If I was in that church, I would have wet myself too.
It's a comedy movie.
Exactly.
Oh, I would have felt awful if I was up there singing.
But you know, I saw this thing, right, where people had went to some whole long lengths to make some human domino shit. Nah, they got it beat. He thumps Buzz and then everyone goes down.
Yeah, man.
And the mum, yeah, all the kids go down, the tree knocks over Mrs. What's her face, you know.
Yeah, her on the piano.
She looks like a Joan or an Edna or something.
Edna.
Definitely an Edna. Yeah, well, they knock over poor old Edna or whatever she's called.
Right.
And like, you know, and then like, the mum stands up, Kevin! So it was like, yes, because if I was like his parent, I would have sat there, oh, don't know that child, but his parents must be well ashamed what.
I was like, you know, there's a cat in a hat.
My good little boy would
If this was
never.
my house, I'd be furious.
Yeah. I mean, if it was my kid, I'd just sit there and be like, don't know the little shit. Little bastard, dude.
Yeah. My kids, treasures.
Yes.
Let's bury them. Okay, next point. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Oh, what in the house? They're all set like a fucking drawing.
Buzz deserves a freaking Oscar.
And there's even 12 of them. Is there 12 on a jury? Or is it 8 or something?
I don't know.
Was it 16? I don't know. I don't know.
I've never watched Law and Order.
I don't know why the fact there's 12 of them made any relevance. I don't know how many's even on a jury. If someone watches this and knows, comment below, because I actually don't know.
Watch the Good Charlotte video and we'll count.
Also, when's my bloody jury service coming up? This guy at work's got it. I want bloody jury service.
I hope I get mine on Brenda. They should have a Jerry Springer punch up. I'll be there. Deck him.
I don't know how the money works for it.
He stole your
But
money
if you
and
get,
stole
like-
your wife.
I heard you could get 90 quid a day. If you get 90 quid a day, give me one in like year or more cases.
I bet you get you know, they're like, we'll send it through eventually. It'll take like weeks.
Oh shit. I couldn't live with that money for a year.
Like 90 quid in an envelope for me.
Just give it to me
I won't
every
sue.
day in like used banknotes.
Yeah, man. Give me a tenner a day for the rest of my life. And then don't pay me.
Yeah, I don't think it's really like. Depends what money I was missing out on to get that. Like, sure, I'd go a month without wages for a tenner every day for the rest of my life. But obviously, if 1,000 days is like roughly 3 years, then I'm gonna live for probably like about 60 odd more years. That'd be a lot, man. That'd be like 1,000 days is 3 years times that by 20. That'd be like a lot of money. I don't know how much.
No, that bit in How I Met Your Mother,
20?
when I think this homeless guy has something of his, yeah, and he's like, give it back, and he's like, alright, for $1 million, and he's like, okay, what if I give you $1 million, but I pay you $1 every day for the rest of our life? And he's like, done. And then every episode, like, you don't see it, but it goes back, and every episode he handed the guy $1.
I think it'd be £200,000 if I lived for another 20,000 days.
Can I have £200,000?
You know what? It doesn't sound a lot.
£100 every
It's
day.
actually kind of tempting just to say if I could try and put a tenner in like a savings account every day. It'd just mean forking out an extra 300 quid every month, which, you know, probably wouldn't be that easy. But, you know, £200,000, like when I get to like, when I'm over 80, what am I going to do with it then? You know what I'm like, I'll probably still be like I am now, like, yeah, that's damn straight.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. And was it they said to him, like, you know, your punishment for this, you're going to sleep in the same bed as Fuller? No, it's like you're going to sleep upset. With me, was it? Or was that the first one?
No, that was that one as well.
That's a dickhead punishment.
You can't punish him, that's like bullying Fuller even worse.
Yeah, man.
I'm not surprised the kid went to bed with a family like that. Bloody hell.
Is he Uncle Frank's son?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains it. He saw Uncle Frank in the shower.
No way, I was just about to say exactly the same thing. I just had a gob full of pizza.
Great minds!
Great, very great man.
I'm thinking of a number.
69, dude.
We're
No.
gonna,
We're not referencing another film at all, though.
we're gonna dye your hair black and we're gonna do the remake.
Dye my hair black. I need to get my hair cut. Although apparently there's a hairdresser apprentice, I know. And, not know well, but like, know to speak, to say hello to in the street. And yeah, she said something about needing models, and I was like, yeah, you can cut my hair. I'll take that.
I'm a model. You took my picture once.
I took a lot of pictures back.
No, yeah, show me some cheese, baby.
Mm-hmm. I'm one of those dicks with a megaphone that tells everyone what to do.
Jimmy Hart.
Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna put a note in. I'm gonna put a picture of Jimmy Hart there.
So I can put her face and no one will know. No, I'm not going to do it now, too much time's elapsed. Picture of Jimmy Hart. No. Probably not.
So I'll put the time in there.
Oh, I don't even know I've lost
I'll put it
track.
in while editing.
What's your next point? Anyway, right, yeah, no, with Fuller though, poor kid, right? Went to bed, don't use him as a punishment, man. Not cool, like I said, with a family like that, of course he's going to wet the bed. It's unsettling for him, probably.
Movie timelines.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that was after they've lost him by then or something. And she said, like, this happened last year. I'm sure he said in the film he was 10 years old. And in the other one he was 8. So,
about 2 years after.
yeah. So, yeah. I suppose movie timelines are just a bit like that. Right.
The wet bandits have escaped.
Oh yeah, that bit of newspaper blows past in the wind. And they escape
I
during
notice everything, don't I?
Yeah. They escape during a prison riot. Well, the guards are shit.
I wonder if they started the riot.
Oh no, man, I wouldn't want to mess with that Harry too much, man. He looks like...
That fucking statue.
Oh, God, October again.
5th time. I'm just glad this film don't take place at their house.
Oh, man, you know what? I mean,
4 times in the first movie.
bloody hell. I mean, I'm surprised.
I should have done a drinking game shot every time they knocked down the statue. Gremlins. As you know, I think I should have done one for yesterday, Andrew. You know Jingle All the Way and their fucking neighbour, Ted. Every time I see Ted, it's like, fuck off, Ted. I do a shot every time I say, fuck off, Ted.
What was that other thing that there was like a shot every time and I said you'd never stop drinking?
Oh, I don't know. Was it the Batman one?
Or was it Harry Potter every time someone says something stupid or something?
Oh, I hate when they see something you wouldn't say ever in real life. Unless you're a fucking idiot. Like Harry. We're not big fans.
No,
No, in fact, no, I like the first 2.
it is a good story. It's just I don't think the films were that good.
The 3rd is the worst. Actually, I'm going to say 3rd is worse. We know
is.
Voldemort does not appear at all.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even get a, bit of Voldemort, which is sort of whatever I thought was the whole point of watching it, really, you know.
Flashback, I cheered on Voldemort.
I mean, he turns up, though, and he's on the back of some guy's head under the turban. That's pretty badass. Then he tries sucking the life out of Ginny.
Tom Riddle, that counts, right? It's just a better looking version.
No, it is Voldemort, though.
He's got
Even
more
if it seemed
nose.
like yeah, exactly. And then the 3rd one, I mean, we
I
were
saw a
talking
Tom
about
Riddle pop figure.
the 4th one, then he's back, and in the 5th and 6th and 7th he's back. I mean, but back, he stood there. Or he starts off as that sneaky baby in the 4th one, but
Sneaky baby.
Well, describe it then.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it sneaky?
Yeah.
Is it a baby?
What? It kind of does look like a baby.
So yeah, it is a sneaky baby.
Yeah. They slept in again.
Oh yeah, because his dad's an idiot with that alarm clock.
Oh.
Yeah, we touched on this, but yeah, right.
Of course you slept in again.
But, and also, did he not notice, like, he's in bed, and I don't know about you guys, but if I have a clock anywhere, I don't mean to do it, like I do it not just at work, but at home, not on my phone. I check time all the time. I don't know why, I just do. Right? I don't wear a watch because I can't notice stuff around my wrists, but I do check the time
Should have set an alarm on your mobile
quite often.
in
Because,
1992.
I mean, I know time goes faster if you don't, because I was at work the other day, and I went out for a cigarette, came back, and I thought it was like about 10 minutes. And then I said, I was like, to I was like, bloody hell, an hour right time for another fag. Not that I go out every hour at work.
Terrible habit.
Every 45 minutes if I get my way.
Bad habits, man. Bad habits.
My wife's at work or home?
Probably at home, because you know at work you get like then when your customers come in, you're like, oh, I haven't had a fag in ages because customers.
You won't see me during the evenings then.
That's when we're making up and we're making our movies.
No, the thing is though, if you want to summon if it's dead in the shop, if you want to summon customers, try and go out for a fag.
Oh, what day did we say the next film was being filmed? Alex to confirm is it the Friday? Was it?
Sometime, aren't we?
28th or something.
We'll worry about that later.
But yeah, we're doing another one. We're doing another Newbieverse.
Maybe.
What?
I don't know. I mean,
we're doing another one.
Right, we are.
I've said it now.
Get sacked because you don't know how to do it. I bet. I don't know if it's actually a rule, but I bet you get sacked for filming there. Sure.
Kevin got his own ticket this year in case those guys tried to ditch him. He made it to the van.
Well, to be quite honest, right, I don't blame him for having his own ticket because, to be honest, right,
was that foreshadowing?
Probably. With their track record, I mean, I wouldn't trust them to look after a dog.
Don't have a dog. Where's the tarantula? Dun, dun, dun!
Well, exactly. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't trust them to look after a dog. I wouldn't trust them to look after a bloody spider. And actually, did the spider ever get recouped after they dropped it on Harry's face or Marv's face? Marv's face.
I don't know.
Did it ever get recouped?
I don't know.
Dun,
dun, dun.
It's still out there in the wild somewhere.
I haven't got to the trivia yet.
Still alive.
Again, we don't see Kevin in his room, right?
No. You don't see much of the house in this film at all anyway.
Yeah, it's only for the first scene, isn't it?
First 10
You don't even see them go home, do you? Like the last scene's in a hotel. Plaza Hotel.
No, the last scene is him outside on the snow.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then trying to put the batteries on while they're trying to get to the plane.
What a moron! I mean, in a crowded airport when you're 10 years old.
People upset me, Andrew.
I mean, when I was that age, I got left on the London Underground, and that was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Alright, no. I was reading a map, because I'm a nerd and a boring geek like that.
I'm talking to the guy in the flash hat.
What's the word for nerd, not in a good way, like dork or something?
Dork. No one wants to be a dork.
I was probably being a dork. I was reading this tube map, right? Although, you say that if you're all about tubes, I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
I don't know, I kind of like maps because I'm boring like
that. That was my Jack Nicholson there.
Good. I kind of like maps, so I'm boring like that. And, basically, I was reading this map, and then they all just sort of jumped on. And I was in my own little world. It's like, you're going to come right up to the door, close it, and yeah. To be honest, right, I just sat and waited till they came back. I mean, obviously, if they're, going to, like, Miami, you're going to New York, you can't do that.
I'd rather go to New York.
Yeah, I think... I don't know, man. Nah. Depends what month, man, because New York's cold.
They live in Chicago, mate. They don't care.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. I mean,
it's so tropical here. It's 12 degrees.
Well, no, that's what he was having. He was bitching around to spend Christmas in a tropical climate, if you remember.
Yeah.
Decorate a palm tree. I saw the bits of Miami they were in, man. It was wet and nasty.
Looked like Reading.
Did actually. Oh. Reading. One of the most beautiful cities in England. Well, no, there's nice bits and nasty bits like everywhere else. Most of it's just grey.
Would Joe Pending say there was a Reading in Pennsylvania? And that shit as well.
He said he likes this one.
Probably better than Pennsylvania. It's all steel mills and shit. It's all steel mills and smoke. Oh, and Rocky Balboa.
I mean, that sounds pretty grey too, so maybe ours is just...
Pennsylvania fight, Rocky Balboa versus Kurt Angle, go.
No, man, depends if he gets an ankle.
No, I'm gonna say Kurt Angle. You know what the best thing about the Rocky film is? It teaches us it's okay for the hero to lose. The hero doesn't have to win.
Fair enough.
He won overall, and was it in Not Another Teen Movie? And they're like, I bet you can't get the ugliest girl in school and make her prom queen. And I bet you'll fail, but thusly learn a valuable life lesson and thusly win.
But yeah, where were we? What were we talking about?
French guy on the plane.
No, before that.
Oh,
Oh, what, giving him his own boarding pass?
yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's faffing around with batteries, being an idiot in an airport. I mean, it's that busy. I mean, I've not been to an airport apart from that one we went to at Slam Dunk. Like, we walked through one to get to the escalator to go somewhere else,
So we're like literally in the bottom corner of it.
and it weren't that busy.
Like, if this screen is the airport, we came in up here in this corner, yeah, and then we went like there. We only went in this little intersection here, didn't we?
We literally just went in the time bit, and then we like sort of came in like
Then we went on the monorail.
there, and then we went like, up there somewhere, went up the escalator, and just went around like the outside edge of it, sort of thing, and then got a monorail, and went over there somewhere.
I was about to pick my nose for a second. Oh yeah, right there, yeah.
Wow,
Look to the left.
no wonder no one watches this show.
It's just two fat guys eating pizza, picking each other's nose.
And they say that we didn't evolve from monkeys. This is going to give people a good idea
I
that
haven't thrown feces at anyone today.
it's not one step away from putting the nits out of the show.
Safely.
No, you finished your pizza.
Yeah, I finished my pizza ages ago. I'm a fat guy.
Last slice. Do you want a bit?
That's alright. That's Michelangelo's tongue. When he wants.
But yeah, French guy on the plane. But he might have been a stand-up guy. I don't know what he was saying.
He could have been saying anything in French. He's like, if you're saying this is my story, I'll give you £1 million.
I mean, dude, this guy.
Dollars or euros.
Maybe he was saying, look, dude, your parents are not on this plane. Get off now.
I tell you a really nice Kevin Smith story.
Give him.
He got on a plane once, and the guy who was there left a little toy of a Native American on the plane. And they chases the guy to the door of the plane. He's like, "Sir, you left your toy here." "Oh no, I leave that there for the next person, so it makes their day a little bit happier."
Oh man, I want to start doing something like that. I'll just get some English, a little
That's
bulldog.
beautiful, man.
I'll get like a little bulldog toy or something.
Pug. Everyone loves pug.
No, I needed to like be like English.
British bulldog with.
Because he had like a Native American.
Remember that little toy you had of like a bulldog with like a Union Jack vest on?
Yes.
Like imagine a little one of those. Just leave it.
Oh, like a little plastic one, yeah.
Just put a little like tag on it saying, "May this bring your day some joy." We should get bobbleheads of us.
Oh no, people just really just trying to like, rip our heads off or something.
Oh, I want the Dino Brown bobblehead.
Like you did with the bloody Heracross.
He ripped my head off.
A Heracross.
I was saying to James.
Head off.
I was saying to James in one of the videos, you know the fly?
Mm-hmm.
When he gets into the teleporter with the fly and then he gets a fly's head.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, there's a fly running around with his face. That's actually Bug's life too.
Simpson.
Now the Simpsons didn't. Bug was it Bart?
Mm.
Up to like 2000, I think I've seen every episode of The Simpsons.
Pretty good guy.
I mean,
Right.
The Simpsons is not the show. You know what El Ligero tweeted, and I was like, oh, he's right. The Simpsons is bad longer than it's been good.
I think it's still good.
I'll still watch it. I saw Homer trying to send a tweet once. He failed.
What point do you have after French guy on the plane? 'Cause there's not a lot to say about him, really. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, when he gets there, he sits down next to the French guy, non-stop to New York.
he's got his headphones in by him.
Yeah, he can't hear it. Family's going Florida, and then you see the blip, don't you? And they're going like separate directions, aren't they?
That sonogram, I thought that actually showed it quite nicely.
That is directorial visuals for the audience. If you're too dumb to realise what's happened, that gives you a visual for it. It's good directing, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Spoon feeding the audience the answers.
No, that was a good touch, though. Like, yeah. But to be quite honest, right, I still think it was fucking careless. Because the mum was like looking back when they were all getting on, and they said we'd get everyone. And surely Kevin would be the first one you'd look for. Like, after what happened. Like, you know, Sod Fuller and the rest of them. I mean, you know, leave him behind. He can have a go this year at being on his own.
Yeah.
No, but, you know.
Give him a nappy, he's fine.
Oh, poor Fuller.
I don't want to diss Fuller.
That-
He's probably bigger than us now.
The fact is, the real actor of Fuller probably never went to bed, so we can take the piss out of the character.
Well, he probably did when he was like 2.
Alright, yeah, fine.
We're on to you, Fuller. So did I.
He still does.
Shut up, man. You know who I actually really envy? The kid who has to be the model on the packet of adult nappies. He's like 15-year-old nappies or something.
What?
Yeah, they're like, you know, you get nappies for a 15-year-old.
No? There's such a thing?
Yeah, there is such a thing. I feel sorry for that kid on the cover.
No, I don't. He got a lot of money for that. A lot of money.
Oh man, imagine though, beginning that he'll probably get the shit kicked out of him in school, wouldn't he? Didn't the kid who was on that was it Frosty's advert?
I heard he got death threats.
Yeah, man. You know,
It's a bit extreme. I
Leonard
mean,
Nimoy got death threats when Spock died. You know, and it's like, you wanted Spock dead all along. I was just reading a script.
some people are idiots. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I actually think those parents should be shot. I mean, really? No, but like, you know, once is pretty unforgivable.
They're in first class, kids are in coach.
Exactly, man. I mean, oh yeah.
I always want to say, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're good.
And also, right, that's another thing. They've actually got 5 kids each. It's the only way it works. I mean, it's not even like, you know, like the oldest one. Like in that first two, is like Heather Count Heads. She's got to be into her 20s, I'd say. 19 if I'm generous.
Probably.
Remember? That oldest. You know, like, you know, it's not even like there's 15 people because, you know, she's had a couple of kids and, you know, one of the older ones has had a kid or something. I mean, so they've literally got 5 kids each because there's Kevin and Linny and Buzz and Megan and maybe
Waldo.
and Heather, and then Uncle Frank's got like Fuller and
Lenny, Benny. Well, they were the Three Stooges.
oh no, some of them were cousins though, weren't they? Like, do your parents here? No, they live in France or something. So what the hell are they doing there?
Butt news, man. Butt news. Okay.
Unless the parents just said, yeah, go and have some fun or something, go and have a holiday, why not?
Okay, I want you to help me out with this, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Give this to Kevin.
Oh yeah, give this a. That's just. And they're standing in a line, and Fuller fails to notice that Kevin hasn't been next to him all the time. Here you go, Kevin. And it's that old couple.
It was Stanley's cameo. No, it wasn't Stanley's. He was like, oh man with glasses and a moustache, what more do you want?
Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. And then the
You'll be the mum, I'll be the dad. You be the mum.
Kevin's not here.
What?
No, I'm not even being
They've got to roll
funny.
the eye back.
I'm not being funny, right? Like, the dad is the only one with half a brain.
Yeah, what does mum do for a living?
Probably doesn't, because her husband's earning way too much money if he lives in that house.
Dude, I'd get a crappy job. You know, and just say, you pay all the utilities and shit, I'm just going to spend my money and not touch your money. That's what a good wife should do.
Nah, man, if I was married to someone who was earning that much money, I'd just do fuck all. I'd be a full-time Pokemon trainer.
My God!
Right, I'm going to marry once the money.
You know what do you know what you do? Become a YouTuber.
You've got to be a good YouTuber.
How dare you? I'm inexperienced!
I meant me.
You do it! Do it! We'll do like KSI and Denji. We'll have a little rivalry going. I'll write diss tracks about you and you can rap about me being a dickhead.
Me rap him. That'll go viral for all the wrong reasons. Dickhead who
You
can't
know,
rap tries to
featuring
rap.
fellow rappers, James.
I don't think I know any rappers. Your
MC
college
Lars.
course.
MC Lars, he'll feature on anyone.
Yeah, your college course.
He's
man.
the best!
Your mates all them rappers.
Yeah, I knew some rappers in college. Get a Jermaine.
He was actually a good rapper, man.
Yeah, I'm his
And
boy.
a good bass player, really. I mean, you know.
Yeah, he never played bass in his life. He was just, I want to do something different this year. So, here's bass.
Fair play to him. Fair play. Picks it up quite well. But yeah, that whole Kevin's not here, that was so stupid. Like,
This film has definitely gone more over the top as it comes to comedy.
yeah, some of it was really good and really funny. Like, some of the, what was it we said was like one of the small touches that was really good?
Don't remember. We'll get to it. I don't remember.
There was a little bit of washing up liquid fell on one of their heads like later on.
That was probably a directorial choice on the spot. It's like, you know, it'd be funny. Not the best bit in there's a bit in Zack and Miri Make a Porno where Randall gets shot. And then Kevin's just like looking at him. He's like, it doesn't feel right. And he's like, I've got it. And he just puts a little bit of sweet corn on his cheek.
But yeah, what's any thoughts from you on that?
On what?
The whole Kevin's not here thing?
Bunch of idiots, mate.
It just seems like you're giving me an interview about what I think of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think this is a good way of doing things on it.
I should do an interview about.
But basically, don't get me wrong, I think they are great films, and I really do like them. But those parents are fucking awful. They should be shot. They shouldn't be allowed to have kids. And once, okay, you leave him at home on his own. It's not like you've just nipped down to Tesco, is it? Buggering off to France without your kid. That's pretty specialist, isn't it, really?
They must be dumb. They went to France.
Forgetting that you didn't wake him up. And I know that little Murphy, mate, or whatever he was called.
Mitch Murphy.
Yeah, I know he was there when they count heads. But nobody thought to go and wake him up. That's pretty arsehole-ish. Really, especially when Fuller woke up in someone else's room, so he put him somewhere else. But I think, because he's in my room, because Kevin's up there. No. You're trying to take that many kids out to Tesco and you leave one behind. Forgivable. But it wasn't like it was Buzz who wouldn't care, man. No.
I watched a film once with this guy had a newborn baby. I know you're not into that habit yet. He went into the supermarket and left the baby in the car. And then when he came back, there was an army of mums waiting outside the car saying he was the worst person ever.
Oh, shit.
It's like, yeah, he made a mistake. But, he's not the worst person ever.
It depends how long he was in the supermarket for, really, like an hour.
The shit they give you if you drink while you're pregnant. If you have one drink while you're pregnant.
Oh, stone me. Mum had a glass of champagne when she was pregnant with me, and look how I turned out. No, what?
Yeah, that's an advert against it, mate. Don't be him. My mum fell over. Your turn.
Stop acting like Marv off. He's been hit in the head.
Harry.
We'll get to that in a minute, right?
Yes.
Where are we?
Oh.
I still didn't see how we're that much alike. Anyway, moving to the film.
I like that little point. I love how he synced his eyebrows up with the music. Oh, that was just good directing. That wasn't it? There's probably just some guy on the editing table just going, if we just get it exactly at this point,
Compress the wave, stretch it slightly here, decompress it there. Nah, and then it's like, and then he asks the lady, what city's that? New York, and then he's like, shit. And then it's like, oh no.
I didn't know it was New York when you saw it.
I think I had New York when I saw it.
I've seen a lot of movies.
Look, if it's New York, it's bloody New York, okay? You just do.
I played Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2. Best game ever. Spider-Man 2.
I haven't lived under a rock my entire life, and therefore I know roughly what New York. I say that you could be in a really shit part of downtown New York, probably look like Reading. So I don't know.
It's no better than London though. One side of London, the Queen lives there. The other side of London is slums, man.
Got all the Cockney villains.
We're Cockney villains.
Yeah, I went to Yorkshire.
Hashtag villain.
I went to Yorkshire. Apparently, I sound like a Cockney. I don't. And then someone else said I sound like a farmer, like a proper West Country farmer. Well, I made this point before.
Carry on.
But either way, I don't sound like either. Apparently, I've got the Berkshire burr, which is why I don't pronounce half the sounds in words, which may or may not be true. I don't know.
Carry on.
I don't know. We on to some next point or not?
Who sells a kid fireworks?
Yeah, he's got a load of fireworks that comes out of a shop, which is very convenient. He happened to buy them and not use them. But I don't know what the rules were in 1992, but I'm pretty sure that a kid of that age could not buy fireworks.
They're for my dad.
Yeah,
Was that still in the They're for my dad days?
I don't know. My mum got away with it in the 80s when she was a kid, just because I left from my mum. Because her mum wrote a letter. Her mum wrote a letter though, saying, "Please sell my daughter cigarettes because I want them." I think that was in the 80s.
You wouldn't touch with that now, would you? Like when I was at CEX once, they were just like, which day of birth? 8th November 1995. And it's like, he could have added that up in the queue. Just ask for ID, mate. Don't be a
You know what? I was pretty expert at it. Like, I used to, like, I mean, I got away with childfare till I was like 20 or so, because basically if they asked me, I'll just figure it out.
He's a
The
good
fact
actor,
is,
you've seen him.
I was born in 1993. When you're there quoting 2000, it starts to take the piss a bit, really. It does by then.
It's college pass now though, so you can say you're 19 or whatever.
Yeah, I think
It's 2000, isn't it?
although if you're a student, it's kind of fair game that you get a
I'm
discount.
old.
Well, 2000, you can
I'm-
drink probably.
I'm too old to
Unless
drink
you were
that.
born in the last like gasp of 2000, you can drink now. You can drive, you can get married, you can do anything. You're like a fully fledged adult. You do everything except go into Lola Lowe's. So that's 21.
Who are they? America?
Is it 21 in America?
Some states.
I think 21's that. I don't know, is that too late or not?
I don't know.
16, I think, is too young. I think maybe 18's about right. Maybe 21's a bit too old. And like maybe I think 16's too much too young. I never get why you can drive at 17 but you can't watch a horror film. You know.
The 18 rating is dead. But kids are desensitized now, aren't they?
I mean, how many kids really do you think, if you took a survey of 100 random kids, how many of them at say age 14?
How old was I when we watched WWE?
About 9 or 10 probably at most.
I think it was 2001.
6? I think you're a bit old. I think you might have been a bit old, like 7 or 8 maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, well maybe. Wait, I don't know. No, we moved from Ian McCall away in 2003. And
But it was at the old house, though.
yeah, 2002 it would have been then probably. So yes, you'd have been like 7.
And that was Attitude Era, guys.
Was that 15 or 8?
We were watching
Oh, no, it was
99 Royal Rumble, first night we ever watched. That was in the full sway of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm. Could have gone.
Yeah. Not the worst event of the year. That Rock Mankind's I Quit match was pretty brutal.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, the fact is though, how
Fully Loaded
many?
contained nudity.
How many? What?
Wrestling. Fully Loaded, 1998.
Was it like Brian Panties match? Wasn't it?
There was a I think there was an evening gown match, and Sable decided I'm going to win this by not wearing the evening gown.
Not.
Jerry Lawler almost jumped out of his skin.
I bet it. No, but I mean, the fact is, right, if you took a survey of kids, let's say about age 14, how many of them haven't seen an 18 movie? I mean, with that new, I probably shouldn't say this.
I think I saw my first 18 rated movie when I was about 8.
Probably.
I think I watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
I don't know when I watched them. I saw Misery when I was like 12, maybe.
I think that might be a 15.
I thought it was, or maybe it is.
I think it's 15.
I don't know, because I don't know what specific
It's not
18s
bloody.
I've seen. I saw Into the Vampire when I was in year 7 or 8.
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh no, it's depressing.
Deadpool was saying that. There's like, he's like, I feel like Kirsten Dunst in Interview with a Vampire. Oh, do not remind me of that movie.
But like, if you took a survey of 100 14-year-olds, I would imagine 80 at least have seen like an 18 rated movie probably. Because, yeah, you're right, kids these days are kind of desensitized. But why is it at 17 you could be married with kids and a car, but you can't watch, like, Misery?
Okay, you know I'm like, the least prejudiced person in the world, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I say kids are desensitized now. You can watch any horror movie where anyone gets the crap kicked out of them, blood squirting out of every orifice in their body, but you can't say fag.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not something I want to... I mean, no, the thing is, I mean, it's just, I suppose it's just a word.
No, I'm not saying we should run around calling people names, because that's not cool. But what I mean is, though, in the grand scheme of things, say just use it like an F word. If someone says a homophobic remark in a film, make sure we know the character's a dickhead.
I think it's just because people don't want to condone it these days.
Yeah, I don't want to condone that kind of behaviour. But I mean, or because let's say we were thinking that the in-betweeners, it wouldn't be the same now.
What was it we were watching? We just said that there's no way in hell you could get away with that now. I'm sure. What was it we saw not long ago?
With the whole witch hunt, there was that scene in Jingle All the Way where he dives in the ball pool to try and chase that kid down for the toy, and they're like saying, "Get out of that ball pool, you pervert!" And I was like, whoa, 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 you know? Like, you wouldn't even be allowed to make that joke now.
Mm-hmm.
And again, in a PG film.
But I guess it's kind of like, normal though. Times do change, especially with certain things like that. I mean, it's like an in-betweeners. I mean, the fact is, they were all there, like, calling each other, like, gay and all that.
Bumder.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, look, I'm not homophobic whatsoever. I've got a friend who's gay and everything. But, like, the fact is, when you're at school, you get a load of lads together, they're gonna sit there and they're gonna call each other gay. I mean, it's just... Certainly at the time I went to school, it's just how it was.
Thing is, I think I said the most arrogant thing ever when I was a kid. You know, when the kids at the throes of the... because like nowadays it's kind of like... So when I was on the bus recently, someone was like, "You're gay." Actually, I'm bi. Shut the bully right up.
Did you say that?
No, some kids said
Oh, right.
And I was like, that shut right now, when... I think when our friend told us that he was gay, I was like thinking, oh, it's fine if you don't try it with me. And then I was like, why the hell would he try it with me?
I mean, it's like saying every girl would, really.
Oh, well, they do. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, I know the feeling. It's horrible.
Give me a break for a moment.
I mean, I can't take it walking down the road, 6 girls chasing me.
Oh.
It's a hard life. I have permission to smoke in this video.
We're just going to make him a pariah. It's a terrible habit, kids. It will rot your lungs and your teeth and your bank balance.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Show us all 3 of your teeth, Andrew.
I am going for it out.
Mid blowjob.
He really is an actual sex pest.
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? We might want to speed through this one. We're already 45 minutes in.
Right, well, wasn't it? What point were we on when we got onto like age ratings and shit?
Fireworks.
Oh yeah, they're fucking irresponsible. Take their license away. You've got it on camera.
I would be shit scared in New York on my own. It is like so.
Oh, so would I.
It,
no, I say I would. I don't know, man. I've done London on my own, and I know New York is bigger and like badder and like everything than London. Yeah.
The most intimidating thing is you can't see the freaking sky.
Although, like, is New York much worse than London? Like, if you go to the dodgy end of London, I don't know.
YouTube, give us budget. We'll make a video in New York. We'll find out.
Yeah, do that. But like,
email me joecostinuk@gmail.com.
But like, what I mean is though, I went to London on my own and I was like 18 or something. So it's completely different to being 8 and like, yeah, because when I was 10, I got left at the underground station. Like he's 10, not 8, 10. Like I was not gonna bugger off around London trying to find my mum. I was just gonna wait at the station. So yeah, fair enough, man. I mean that would I'll be pouncing around like he was.
Yeah, man. Smells like fish.
Oh, that makes me laugh. Yeah, they rock up in the back. They crept in some fish vans somehow and rocked up in New York. I mean, I don't know why they wanted to like go to New York particularly. Whether it's just chance they both ended up there.
Like saw a van get in it.
Probably, because I suppose if there's a load of prisons.
If I was coming out of prison, I wouldn't care where I was.
Yeah, if you've just busted out of prison, you want to get as far away from that prison as possible. Because I don't know how famous these guys were.
They were on the paper.
Was it a local paper? Were they from like Illinois? I mean, what I mean is though, a famous criminal. I mean, I'll tell you what. Unless it's someone like Charles Manson or something, I could not sit here and name you American criminals, right? Which is why they wanted to get out of the country.
The Joker. The Joker.
Yeah, but unless
you're a rascal.
But unless there's like something ridiculously remarkable about you, no one's gonna notice. So to be honest with those guys, I mean, all they had to do was Marv have a shave and Harry grow a beard, and you wouldn't know who they were.
But actually, no one would know the most inconspicuous. Dress in normal clothes, cut your hair short, shave your face.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone looks like. Now, if you look for a guy with a hood and a beard, that's the first person you're going to question.
So yeah, fireworks, bad on them.
The Sticky Bandits.
Oh, yeah, and he does it to Robin a loose chain.
And he puts in a Santa, like, you know, in his bucket, doesn't he? And then he just gets a hand. You probably got, like, was it like, you got 79 cents of a Santa Claus?
Well, I mean, Harry thought it was more like 14 euros or 14 cents for a Santa Claus. I mean,
why?
it's just being a menace. That's all it is.
That is a, you know, again, the 9-year-old does that.
That is literally just being a menace.
9-year-old Rob candy stores, Marv.
I mean, you know, there was no real financial gain for him to do that, really. It was just being a dick.
He had a fair run on that pick a mix. That's the level of it, isn't it?
Yeah, sticky bandits. Although at least it's less sick than flooding people's houses. I mean, you know, your Santa Claus is, you know, a couple of dollars short, okay, you
What's the
know.
other thing Marv said? He was like, could end up in a foreign country, like Arizona.
Arizona.
I don't know why. It was a really good passing line, man. But they're actually full of murderous rage now.
Yeah.
As in, like,
Yes, I know. They're not looking for him, though. They find him.
But, I mean, he found him and he had a gun in his pocket.
I don't know where he got the gun. Maybe he got it off a prison warden or something. He got a gun, but the fact is, him carrying a
That's
gun.
a revolver. That's not standard issue.
Yeah, but him, maybe black marketed it, probably.
But they never jam. Kids, if you want to shoot someone, use a revolver.
The fact is, right, I think he probably got...
Don't shoot someone, kids, unless they're a bad guy.
No, but he wasn't going after Kevin.
No, he
Because
had no idea he was there.
Yeah, he had no idea he was in New York. And then he sort of thought he might have seen him, dismissed it and walked past. And then it was only when he actually got right up and saw the backpack with him stood stock still, that was when he knew what it was.
Next one. Au revoir, mon chéri.
Oh, that woman slapping him. I mean, yeah, that's not going to work, you know, like go up behind, try and nick her handbag and then speak French, you know. Not the best way to get women, I'm sure.
That's what you do to get girls' attention when they're in school, though, is nick something off them. Or pull their hair. Never worked for me.
No, girls are as bad, man. Boys just wear hats so girls can nick her. That's all I'm doing.
No, I wear my hat because I'm having a bad... I've got Jew throw going on. Don't touch that hat, by the way.
I wasn't. It's just...
Just believe me when I say I've got Jew throw.
He has.
They should... and it slaps me in the face. I think she likes me.
Oh, yeah. And then he got his hand stuck to his face.
It'd be funny if he was shaved on that side. That would have been
Oh,
wonderful.
a ripple that like, wax the beard.
Donald Trump's cameo.
Oh, yeah, before everyone, like, had such strong opinions of him. I am not touching the Donald Trump.
Okay, pretend we don't know he's the president, yeah? In the 80s, he was just that rich dude who hosted WrestleMania.
He was just a businessman, I mean, yeah.
And I love that, you know, he's like, do you know where the bathroom is? Oh, yeah, it's just down the hall over there. Of course he knows where it is. It's his hotel. You know, it's, of course this random man in the hallway knows where the toilet is.
Mm.
That was clever, man. I bet he was like that, you know. Can we use your hotel? If I'm in it. It was literally a walk-on role, though. I mean, I've known who Donald Trump is since 2007.
Yeah, when he had a hair versus hair match with Vince McMahon.
You know, and I've watched this still many a time since 2007. Many a time. And I had no idea.
I don't know if I would have clocked it, really.
But I think one of my teachers was, I'm telling you, Donald Trump's going to win this. Donald Trump would never have that $1 billion haircut shaved. He clotheslined Vince McMahon, not one hair out of place. I'll give old Trumpy that one. Ash Trumpet. How do you do? This is Peter McAllister, the father.
Right, now, you say that's unrealistic, right?
No.
Honestly, my uncle had, like, a really, really deep voice. And genuinely, when I was a kid, and I was, like, 4 or something at the time, I had a, like, tape Walkman. And when the battery died, it started to sound a bit like...
He had some good shit, though. That was, like, detective level.
What?
Like, you know that tape recorder? You know, that's the sort of shit they use when they're interrogating you. I'll see Idris Elba in fucking Luther.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his dad's rich, remember?
Old rich daddy.
But, like...
Daddy's money!
Honestly, right, when my like tape record, my tape player thing was dying, and it sounded like this. I went to Mum and said, "Mum, why does it sound like Uncle Mike?"
I'm gonna sing Lonely This Christmas, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
High pitched and fast, pop punk style. Then do it like that, and I'll probably sound like them. Lonely This Christmas, only ain't cold.
So, I mean, yeah, the thing is, I mean, you know, I mean, that was smart, though, I've got to be honest.
Hell yeah. Okay, next one. Tim Curry.
Fresh from filming it.
I think it was 1990, I think. Was it 89?
Well, 1990 would be the same year as Home Alone.
1.
Mm.
So it was 2 years after.
Mm.
Yeah. I like Tim Curry. He's very funny as Tim Curry.
I do. The thing that gets me is
Such a good actor.
was
He's in a
gonna.
wheelchair now.
Really? How come?
Keep talking. I'm gonna look for it.
Like, because yeah, with Tim Curry, like I never really. I mean, I get that he gets it's weird, like with a kid checking into like a hotel room like on his own, but like to an extent, it's like it's going to pretty extreme lengths, like you know, like trying to sneak into the room at night and everything.
He had a major stroke in 2012.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, man. So I take it that's like starting his acting career.
Probably.
What I'd do is get him to play a character who's in a wheelchair and then I'll even mention it. Like Christopher Reeve was in Smallville, and his character was in a wheelchair, but no one mentioned that he was in a wheelchair. He just happened to be in one.
Well, yeah.
And I know Peter Dinklage, the dwarf. He was in X-Men, and he played the guy who created the Sentinels. They didn't mention it because the character was not a dwarf. He's just a damn good actor, so they just, didn't even mention that he was a dwarf.
Fair enough.
Because they just hired him for being a good actor. He was an elf.
Sounds fair.
Other in an elf though, and he sees him, he's just a dwarf, yeah. And he's like, "Did Santa send you too?" And he's like, "Oh, we've got a funny guy here. Call me an elf one more time." You're an elf.
What point are we on?
Oh, that hard-faced bitch in the hotel.
I don't know. She was very starchy. Was she horrible?
I don't know. She worked for Tim Curry. So.
Oh, we've missed a point.
Oh.
That bit, while they are speaking to that policeman, right? About when Kelly first.
Oh no, we're not there yet. I don't think.
Well, okay, we'll carry on.
Wait there. I don't think we're there yet.
If you say we're not.
I don't think we're there yet. Let me find out.
That bit's quite a beginning.
Yeah, we're not there. No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, can I get into the hotel room, please, so I avoid mischief? We all get into mischief, right?
Oh yeah, and then.
And that leads us on to the point. Yeah. Like, what? Okay, I'm going to put a screenshot. Okay, move to the side so we make it as big as possible, yeah? The screenshot is there. What is she grabbing?
Yeah, she is like she's proper going for like a ball grab in that man. She's definitely grabbing his dick, I mean.
I think I noticed that years ago. We could never unsee that. She's like,
He's not grabbing anything, honest.
grabbing his belly.
Yeah. Grab the hat and shove in the drink.
Don't grab the hat! I'll cut it out of the video, I swear. Rob Schneider! Cedric!
Oh, Cedric!
I love Rob Schneider!
Yeah, like, so, standing there asking for a tip, I mean, what kind of a person?
YouTube.
Gives him some chewing gum and he was lucky to get that.
This is like when Bob's like, Hoover was on this floor. The vacuum guy.
Oh yeah, no, the
President. Yeah. Oh, then he was wearing dad shorts in the swimming pool.
Oh, and then yeah, they
Yikes! And they come off because they're like, way too big for like a 10-year-old.
yeah, and they fall off. So he's
Angels with even filthier souls.
Oh man, I mean they've made such a good
Again, Macaulay Culkin was watching as an angry gamer playing Home Alone games with Macaulay Culkin. I'm not going to link it, find it, Google it. And he's like, I want to see the rest of that movie.
I'll be down.
I want to see that movie, man. It's like the ultimate parody of old gangster movies. I mean, I want that. Let's make it ourselves. YouTube, give us budget.
Merry Christmas, yeah.
I've got 10 subscribers, man.
I mean, that guy clearly just likes shooting people.
Only one of them's my mum. Yeah, like 4 of them are your mum, Yeah, he was like probably the best line in the whole film. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal! And a Happy New Year! The Joker said that, didn't he, in that Joker v Deadpool?
Yeah, I suppose they got it from that.
Oh, bat in the sun. What happened to Macaulay Culkin anyway?
I don't know, man.
Okay. 3 scoops. I'm not driving.
Oh, man.
Ice cream? Apparently you can have ice cream hangovers. Let's eat a buttload of ice cream and find out.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, kids try to be adults, man.
Yeah. I was singing at the Blue Monkey. You were smooching with my brother. You've been smooching with everybody. With Blue Mo, with a gimpy leg. Bony Bob.
Bony
Cliff.
Bob Cliff, yeah.
Oh, I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't. I'm going to let you go. I'll give you to the count of 3 to ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I put my guts for her.
And that's what he's in the first one.
Oh, that was the first one, sorry. She's dead. She was very dead.
Yeah, very, very dead indeed.
As far as death goes, she was very dead. If you could die more than once, you'd be dead 3 times.
Or more.
Okay. Happy New Year. Oh, and then Tim Curry comes into the hotel room.
Oh, yeah, and then he somehow has that clown inflated already.
And then he plays the tape of Uncle Frank,
That is the funniest bit of the whole film,
Yeah, man. Again, he is so smart, Kevin, so quick thinking.
Mm.
It's like Batman level. No, that was I think it's like who's more calculating? Batman, Predator. You're all wrong. It's Macaulay Culkin. Tom Kim Curry's reaction.
Well, I mean, yeah, Kevin got a free pizza and like a limo out of it, man. I mean, don't knock it too much. You can see me like through a shower curtain if I get free limousines and stuff.
Oh, then he's going through the his dad's address book. Uncle Rob lives here. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Kevin's mum mentions that at some point in the film as well, and there's Oliver Vane.
Yeah, man. Wait, Rob Schneider knocks the door. Your drawers, sir.
Oh, and holds up a pink hair.
Don't thrash these babies around here. There might be girls here.
These babies. I mean,
Sorry,
get in the hotel to wash 1 pair of pants.
He only had 1 pair packed,
Oh, I
man.
suppose he may have only had 1 pair of clothes because he doesn't have his bag. Yeah, is he wearing the same clothes in every episode? We should check that out. In every episode
Me at
scene,
Slam Dunk Festival.
every scene, 'cause it's set over a few days.
I won't talk about Slam Dunk Festival. I feel like I should do a video. I will tell the story. The quest for underpants.
Globe huggers.
Well, I'll tell the story in another bit. I'm going to tell the story in the medieval glory that it was.
Yeah,
I slayed dragons.
at Birmingham NEC.
Yeah, we'll get to that later though. I'll do that in another video.
Mm-hmm.
No tip. And he's like, oh, that's fine, sir. I still have some tip left over. And then he just grabs out a wad of cash. All right then. No.
They were 50s, man.
There were 50s. One of those, I'll be happy. Like, what's a tip? Tenner?
I don't know how much you tip someone in a hotel.
That is a grand hotel, though.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh, then he sees Tim Curry in the lobby. And then he's like, "How are you, young sir?" How adults talk to kids.
How are we today?
Yeah, who's we? Is there two of us? You saying no, what?
Asking me how you are as
I'm
well.
so fat it counts two people. God!
Well, no, we. It's like saying that he's like one
Yeah.
of him.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's how adults speak to kids.
And Kevin is smart though. He's like, "You won't be seeing Dad for the rest of my holiday. He wouldn't want to look you in the eye after you walked him in the shower." Oh yes, I do see that, sir.
Yeah, like, would you want to see some go through so naked? I suppose not.
And he's like, "Limousine and a pizza, compliments of the plaza. Your very own cheese pizza."
Oh man.
And he's watching the Grinch cartoon. I bought the Grinch cartoon today.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah.
I might do a separate video for the Grinch cartoon, like on day 40, day 13. I've got day 0 as well. I'll do like a day 4, like a day 13, an extra day.
Oh.
Don't guarantee that. Well, I might do. By which stage I'll be like, "Please, no more movies." If I can't go to the cinema, I'll watch Grinch 1970 something. Driver is using the phone wheel.
Talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about car phones. I'm not quite sure what the like, where the land lies on them. But he was doing that actually legit driving.
Harry and Marv stop for a little spot of ice skating.
Oh yeah, you just bust out a prison. Make sure you go ice skating in case
Nicking mittens off kids.
I know, man.
I love when he's like, boing, like sound effects, man. Boing. But Harry is fucking smart though. He's like, we should be dealing Steve somewhere with moderately priced goods, because anywhere that sells expensive goods is going to lock their money up, aren't they?
Or people are going to pay. I mean, even then, people probably would pay
Moderately
the price.
priced goods stores, they're probably not going to have like a big grand safe or whatever.
I know what you mean, and you rob from the 99-cent store, they're probably not going to have as much money, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want moderately priced goods, because the fact is, right, if you go like to the dollar store, 99-cent store, they've got to go some to take a few grand.
Yeah.
Whereas moderately priced goods, I mean, if everything's 99 cents, and and then you go to like somewhere like the toy shop with moderately priced goods, someone could easily spend $50 on
like Duncan's toy chest.
Yeah, I mean that would make a lot of money on Christmas Eve, no question at all.
Yeah, man. The little houses.
Oh yeah, they were hiding in the little houses, and they went out and
Yeah, I like my house, but it's got no bathroom in it. But their plan was they were going to stay in the house until the shop closes, and then they'll be in there on their own. But then they left. I'm guessing there was hours till the shop closed.
Maybe, yeah.
So then they thought, let's leave for a few hours. There's no bathroom in there, so.
Yeah, then they see him there reading a map, and he screams the place down, which, to be honest, is probably the smartest move you could do.
Yeah, man.
And they start chasing him, grabbing presents off people as they go in.
That cash register.
Oh man, that was a proper.
That was some open all hours level shit made of gold. I bet Mr. Duncan owns the place but still works on till.
Yeah, I know, man. At least he's actually prepared to go and actually do some work.
I think he just loves interacting with people by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it did seem like that.
Yeah, man. Donating money to the children's hospital. It was really nice Kevin gave him up. I think it was only like $20. But from a kid though.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think he made up some sort of I got 20 from Power in the Drive, I'll pay my mum back with this, you can have this one.
Yeah.
That was nice, man. The 2 turtle doves.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah. So the grabber relentless.
Well, yeah, I'm getting a bit tired there. I'm alright.
Okay, we'll try and power through this. Yeah?
Why, have I fallen asleep yet this year?
No, you look like you're about to. If you watch my Grinch video, I'm like, the whole thing, man. Which is a shame because it's my favourite Christmas movie. I'll try and plough through this, yeah?
No, it's alright. I mean, just keep going, yeah.
Okay.
Just try and tangent less.
Okay, they see Kevin there, outside the shop. Hiya, pal.
Oh, yeah, and then they chase.
He said in the first film, hiya, pal, we have smudge this time.
Yeah, and they put.
I love callbacks, man.
Yeah, and then he screams the place down, legs it, buys her
Smart. Scream.
But yeah, no one's gonna do anything. Then they buy a load of necklaces off that random street selling guy,
Yeah.
and
Kevin
use
is unimaginably quick thinking there.
that is. I mean, it's just using your surroundings, man. And then he gets back to the hotel there after me. Stoll wouldn't take your stolen credit card when he finds
He
out.
runs into Pigeon Lady first.
Oh yeah.
And he's scared of her at first, but he's like, I'm sorry, you're probably okay. It's just a little bit different, And then stolen credit card. And then he runs inside and he's like chasing her. You little sh. And then they run in there. He's playing Angels of Filthy Souls. And what is it? It's like stop right there. And then they will stop in the line. You've been smooching with my brother.
This is the concierge.
The concierge. And he's like, you've been smooching with my brother. I have not been smooching with anybody. Buddy Bob, Cliff, and then Cliff is the screen guy. He's like, it's a lie. I can go on forever, baby.
No.
And he's like, I believe you. But my tummy gun don't. No, he's like, get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
They'll get down like, I
love you.
And then he goes, got any better than that? And they all say it, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you, but tummy gun don't. And then they're running for their lives, man.
Stay in your rooms. This is an emergency. There's an insane guest.
That's it. Their reactions, though. Their reactions, yeah, from right to left. You got the hard-faced old lady. Someone has shoved something up her bum. Tim Curry, her reaction is grabbing his ass. She's like, woo! And he's like, rrr! And then Rob Schneider is just dumbstruck, man. And then Kevin escapes, runs into the arms of Harry.
Have we missed something out here?
What?
Like, we seem to have moved on a long way.
Huh?
I suppose we haven't missed anything, no.
Harry. And then Marv is smart enough to tell Kevin their plan.
While he's got the dictaphone running conveniently.
Yeah. He's like, I've got a gun to put in my pocket.
Yep.
Bad
guys saying they'll kill him.
Kevin was smart again though, when he pinches that woman's bum. Knocks out Marv. And he's like, well, hello. He did it. Knocks out Harry.
Legs it. Hides in the boot of some horse-drawn car.
Yeah. And then they're in the park and he's stealing hats from kids.
I mean, is he trying to find out which one's Kevin under the hat, like you
Or
said?
is he just stealing hats like he was Mittens? We don't know with Marv. I want to know what goes on in the head of Marv.
Oh man, that character.
Kids scared of the park. Grown men don't come out alive.
Yeah.
Would you go through Prospect Park in the middle of the night?
Hell no.
No, like that. Actually, I did a thing which a horror story was based.
Where's that relentless?
Living room. You have to get up. Yeah. Oh yeah. They reported the credit card stolen, and they said we know he's in New York. We know he checked into the hotel. So they reported it as stolen, which is how Tim Curry found out. You or what? Nah. Oh, and then there's all the creepy people on the street, like the hookers and shit. And then there's the taxi driver. Like, he just runs out of the cab when he sees the taxi driver's face. I mean, yeah, he's got an ugly mug, yeah. But, he ain't no murderer or nothing, probably. I couldn't help think about the cab driver from Scrooge, though, to be honest. Then he runs into Pigeon Lady again.
Just to pick up on that taxi driver, that's kind of bad for business, man. Like, ain't much better in here, kid. Yeah, so you're just going to that went black and white for a minute, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, the colour goes, don't worry, I'll come back, there we go.
Right, yeah, advertise, I mean, alright, you're not a very attractive man, fine. But, like...
Blind chicks, mate.
Yeah, but, like, why would you say that? Oh, ain't much better in here, kid. Yeah, that's way to kill business, yeah. And you can see how that worked out for him, can't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, then he starts having this conversation with Pigeon Lady.
Mm.
You know,
Well, yeah, because he gets stuck and thinks she's gonna like kill him or something.
she actually just pulls his foot out.
Yeah.
You know, she hasn't spoken to anyone in years.
Yeah, it's been to for a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, man. She must be an unimaginably lonely person, man. Seriously.
Man.
I was like, we should hook her up with Shovel Slayer, man.
Nah, man. You know what he did in 58? He killed his family and half the people on the right. And you know that garbage can full of salt might turn her body into a mummy.
Maybe we'll turn her into a mummy. You good?
I got this one. I nearly spat drink.
That was the intention. Don't spit over the TV there. Or over me.
It has happened before. He has made me spit drink a few times.
We went on holiday when I made Catherine laugh and she was like having chest pains and shit. I was like, my god, I've killed her.
I love I've just taken over the whole frame. I'm like in the middle
Get
now.
out of the way, Faye.
I know.
My name's on the channel. I'm
He's
fucking
encroaching in my YouTube channel.
I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, Joseph.
I've got to be, oh man, I'm going to spit drink. I don't know. Turn her into a mummy. Yeah.
You Dan. Yeah, she got a sad fucking story, don't she, though?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that did it.
Shut up.
Yeah, like her husband didn't love, or the guy she loved didn't love her anymore, and she's never like loved anybody since, or never even attempted to love anyone since.
Well, if when the chance came again or something, she was too scared.
Yeah, man. I mean, there is a bit of a Susan Boyle-esque about her, but I'm sure somebody out there would be happy to have her.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, no, I mean, oh, yeah, I feel bad for her. I mean,
Because I know a lot of dirty old men who would have anybody. You know, half my customers, man.
nice. But
I need to tell them to back off. It's invading my personal space. God. Anyway, she says, like, you know, I've done a lot of bad stuff. When she's like, well, if you do one good deed on Christmas Day,
Christmas Eve, yeah.
on Christmas Eve, sorry, it will erase your bad deeds. And then he thinks, at midnight tonight, we're hitting Duncan's toy chest, 5 floors of cash.
Never mind telling a copper or nothing. Nah, just go and
He goes full on Batman over there.
lay a load of traps. You know, don't tell a copper. Like, you know, honestly,
He lays the trap in his uncle Rob's house.
Mm.
You know, and the idea was he was going to lure them from the toy store to the house. You know, and the parents show up at the hotel. You know, it's like, you lost my son. What kind of idiots do you have working here?
The finest in New York.
Such a good line, man. And it's like no mugger or murderer would dare mess with me. Madam, there are hundreds of parasites out there, armed to the teeth. I braced myself, man. I ruined it. I was like,
And then it looks like he's going to cry. Like, he's awfully cool.
his bottom lip. He's such a good actor. His bottom lip was more good. It's awfully cold outside. Yeah, his lip is going. You actually think he's about to cry. That's solid acting, man.
Nice.
See, when Americans think the English are the best actors in the world, talk about people like him or Alan Rickman, hell yeah. Don't get Malfoy in The Flash, though.
Don't let Katie hear you say that. She loves Malfoy.
It weren't great in The Flash, though.
He's
He's creepy as hell, yeah? You know, but his acting wasn't quite to the same standard as some of the people in the rest of the people in the show. Callbacks. Crowbars up. Ding!
Oh yeah, so they sneak out of their little houses, which
Little
they've
houses.
somehow gone back into in that time. And then, yeah, because he's run away from them, and then they go back into their little houses after chasing him to the park, I suppose. And then, yeah, they're going to rob the shop, and then he rocks up with his camera and his brick and everything, and then, like...
Oh, is it Happy Hanukkah, Marv?
Oh,
He is very Jewish.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Harry. Ah, Happy Hanukkah. And they start shoving the money into the bag, which Joe said he'd pick up the chest and run, and I said no.
He's a bit bulky.
If you're running around with a chest full of money, there's no way that there was going to, like,
anything could be in your bag.
In a bag, you could have anything. Like, yeah, so, I mean, some guy, you know, walking around town with a bag, you're not going to look twice. Some guy walking around town with a glass chest full of money, you're gonna wonder, you know, if something's up. And also, if it was reported stolen, like if you had done the sensible thing and seen a copper, right, then, you know, you might not pull the... Well, I suppose the police might have known who he was. But, like, what I mean is, it's gonna draw attention if you've got a glass chest full of money.
Yeah, man.
A bag, no. I mean, I wouldn't look twice if I walked past some guy with a bag in town.
Yeah. There's like, oh, that's fine. No one knows our plan. Cue Kevin with a brick. Now look over here, you big horse's ass.
Oh yeah, like, yeah.
Throws the brick through the window.
We're up to our elbows in cash. And then
he takes their picture. He took our picture. Them with the bag full of money, you know, caught in the act. You know. I love Kevin's line before he throws the brick. Another Christmas in the trenches. That's such a thing a kid would never say, isn't it?
I know, he chucks the bricks at him, and then he's made that little seesaw thing outside, and then, you know, Harry jumps out, and then Mum, like, launches him about 50 foot in the air and comes down on someone's car. And the real loser of this film was the person that owned that car.
Yeah, man.
The real
insurance.
Yeah, well, the real loser of that film, man, that person with the car.
I love when he said, he's like, fetch him. That was a callback to the first film because he wasn't allowed to swear. So, like, instead of saying the F, because he was swearing, you know, because he didn't realise it was a family film. So, like, instead of swearing, say fridge. But at this stage, he knows it's a family film, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he's seen the first one, I presume. You know? So that was a really cool callback to the first one, saying fridge. Oh, and they take his picture again, does that? And then they smile, don't they?
Yeah. Well, he smiles enough for someone that's been launched onto a car.
Yeah, man. I love the way, like, you were saying, like, Mum
I don't know if you
just
just
leaves Uncle's house.
Yeah, and I don't think you just get up from being launched 50 minutes there and landing on a car and smashing
I
the
would.
car to
That would
pieces.
probably take all the air out of me. I'll be there for like. He's going to just like trying to breathe. Like,
Not to mention the glass damage. I mean, you could be right cut up by all that.
yeah, man. That's the least of their worries.
Well, true.
Yeah, like, Kevin missed his mum at the uncle's house.
By seconds.
But
Yeah.
she walks away, then he walks on.
Just as she's getting into the taxi, he gets
You know,
there.
if she'd farted, he would have seen her.
If she'd have like been 5 seconds later,
Yeah, man. Or, oh, I left my handbag in there. You know? And there's that, let's kill! And there's he ain't got a plan, it's fine, we'll just walk in. He's not got a house full of goodies.
well, about that.
May I do the thinking, please?
Yeah, so he tries to shut down his camera.
Yeah, nothing would thrill me more greatly than to shoot you. Yeah, murderous rage. You know. Give me the camera and we won't hurt you. And he throws the brick down.
Yeah, he has thrown a brick from the top of, I think, a
Harry
three-story
dodges it,
building.
hits Marv in the face, right on the forehead.
Square on the forehead. That would probably kill you.
Or at least major brain damage.
Well, with him, how would you know it?
How would we know this?
But no, he doesn't even take one brick to the head, which maybe
second.
could have. Yeah?
And then a third. And he's like, he's on out of bricks. Harry! A fourth. And again, Harry dodges it, hits Marv in the face a fourth time.
And that fourth one was clean in the face, right?
That was in the face.
I don't know if you could survive 4 bricks from a 3-story building in the head. Dude, I mean, I honestly think that you'd probably be dead, man, or at least have like a fractured skull from all that.
I'll take the fractured skull, because, staples.
Oh, yeah, the next thing. So once they decide, you know, Harry says he'll go around the back and, like, Marv can, like, give them...
I'm just watching the scene in my head and I'm just thinking, how do you do that to yourself?
So he pulls a load of string through the door handle.
I'll just think that's a trap. I wouldn't know what it was, but I was like, this isn't normal. He's planned something here. You know, and he pulls it, and then he kind of pulls it around him, and then he gets a staple up the arse, and then he turns around just to face the door, and then in slow motion, right in the nuts.
And then when he falls down in the pain, right there, yeah, I mean, you know, they know how this
Gets him on
kid.
the nose.
Yeah, they know how this kid works by now. You know, if he's
How does one get himself into?
if you've just had a staple shot right in the arse, the last thing you do is expose your nuts to it.
Yeah, man. The ladder with the gloop on it.
Oh man, yeah. Again, though, I mean, to an extent, they're
That would
things
hurt,
that you
man.
wouldn't assume. I wouldn't
He's
assume they
lucky
were
he
going to
didn't
take
hit his
that.
head on the pavement.
Well, yeah.
Okay. The hole.
Oh, the whole, and that was at least a story shared drop. That could easily break your leg or
Pretty sure
something.
that's 2 floors. Yeah.
I thought it might have been
There
2
was a
floors.
hole, then there was another hole, then he hit the floor.
Yeah, and he survived, saved it.
Oh no! Wait. He farted on.
That counts, right?
I'll let you have this one. I wish I'd hit the doorknob up and then you have a big M on your hand. You didn't see his hand in this film,
You did.
or do you?
When he jumps out of the fire escape at the hotel, he's got his hands up, like, you know, to catch him, and you see the M burn into him.
Oh, that's good. I like in Halloween H2O where she's got the scar on her arm from where Michael stabbed her in the first film. That's good. That's just. I wouldn't have even thought about that. Like if she'd still have a scar there. But you know.
So yeah, you like so yeah, so he falls down the hole and he just looks up. Wow, what a hole!
Yeah.
Or like he cracks his neck back into place. Yeah, because I mean, you know, you might have a broken neck by this point. You've taken 4 bricks to the head and fallen like, you know, some 20 feet probably.
Yeah, man. Harry goes into the back door. Just double taps, you know, the doorknob just to check it's not on fire. Fine. Tools on his head.
That would give you a bloody big headache. I mean, that again,
Cartoon lump.
possibly could have killed him.
Hell yeah.
Or at least been out cold. I mean, you know, a monkey wrench falls on your head. That's
To
it.
quote Batman, the worst is yet to come. Okay. Oily floor.
Oh, I mean, that was quite smart. But he
Slides
does-
into the bookshelf full of paint. Falls on all the paint cans and the shelf.
You took a paint can to the head. That could kill you. They're heavy things, man.
I really don't want that. I've taken headshots before, but a paint can sounds painful.
Yeah, so then it gets up covered in paint. I mean, that would really piss me off, I would say.
I take headshots. I believe in hardcore wrestling, you know, but I mean, no paint cans, especially if they're full of stuff.
Mm.
I love the one time I restrained myself from swearing. What's the point at this stage? The amount of times I said "fuck off, Ted" in the Jingle All the Way. Okay. Oh, and the paint goes all over him. He looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh.
And there's that.
And then there's a sink next to which he's connected some electric generator or something to.
And then it's like, you know, Drew throw.
Yeah.
You know, very Drew throw. And then like you see his skull.
Yeah, that possibly could have killed something. That electric he's probably putting through
The
there.
skull has the beard. That's such a good bit. I mean, why does the skull have his beard?
I mean, I don't know if you can electrocute someone so much all you're seeing is skull, and
No.
then their skin's back as soon as you've turned it off. I doubt it, but even still, again, that probably could have killed him.
Yeah, man.
You're putting a lot of bolts through there.
Yeah, man. Oh, and he's lulling Harry into a false sense of security. First light bulb works. Second light bulb works. Goes to the bathroom. Doesn't even think about the third light bulb because the other two don't like the normal. And the blowtorch in his head sets his head on fire.
Was it, or was it open as he opened the door, the blowtorch? Yeah, same principle. And the fact, and then, right, he goes and he puts his head down the bog, which he's laced with, like, white spirit or something. That would have killed someone. He'd have no head left. I mean, I'm not being funny, right? That would kill someone. I mean, you saw the outside of the house and you saw that fuck-off explosion. It illuminated the whole floor. Like, you would not survive that.
And then Marv has £100 of flour dropped on his head. That would knock you out, at least.
Oh yeah, 100 pounds of flour or plaster of
That could
Paris.
damage your neck, probably. That weight falling on your head, your neck might crack or compress or something.
That's knocked out level, at least.
And then he builds that tower out of junk to get.
Oh,
back
bloody
up
hell, yeah.
Hey, you didn't have any teeth!
Yeah, because that was by then. They're about to chase him. Is that when they go to that? Harry tries to climb up the ladder, which he's like half cut.
Oh yeah, the ladder. And then they go for the stairs. And he's like, hey, wait a minute. Last year, he tried to get us with paint cans. So he's like, catches it. Oh, right in the schnoz!
And then they run up, and then he chucks his like Bonnard. Yeah.
And then 3 is the. That's 3. And he cuts it off, falls downstairs, falls down the hole. That's 4.
And I'm not being funny. You'd probably be dead with that Bollard thing like hitting you in the face.
This is a bit that got me when they go to the bottom of the stairs, and then there's a tool chest.
Oh, dude, yeah, this is when he's chasing him. I think he said, is that when he says he doesn't care if he gets a chair and murder him?
I don't get shell. Murder that kid. And I love it there. He's like, what's that sound? And he's like, so, knock it down. The wall comes down. Their noses are flat. You know, their noses are just like, what was that sound? That was the sound of a tool chest coming down the stairs.
Oh, yeah, that sound.
No, in The Punisher, there's a bit in Warzone. He's broken his nose, and the nose is whistling, and he's like trying to, he's trying to figure out what the whistling is, and he's like, and then he gets a pencil, and then he fixes his broken nose, and he's like, "You guys give up? Have you not enough pain? Never! There's never enough pain. We're ECW." Oh man. And then he gets out. Get the chair. I'm killing that kid. Goes outside. Suck brick.
Oh, yeah.
Wait just a minute. Is that insinuating something?
Yeah, chucks Wickham, which misses.
Yeah, man.
And then look,
What's that smell? Ooh, it's soak a rope in kerosene.
Oh yeah, they're halfway down and he sets fire to it. And then they fall some 3 stories or more into the basement.
Then he drops the paint. Was it?
No, the varnish gets launched into the air and lands on them. And again, this would do some serious damage by now.
And then Kevin takes it upon himself to call the police. And again, they sync the music up when he phones 911. Like, yeah, they actually sync the music up with that, you know. Good directing, that is. Then he gets some fireworks from earlier, and he calls
which he happens to be carrying around.
Yeah, and he's like, phones police, and he's like, look for fireworks. I've got the bad guys here.
Yeah, because they've then got him, and they're about to bump him off.
Yeah, but then he slips on the ice. My, how the tables have turned.
And say if they hadn't messed around, they probably could have just killed him. Well, no, to an extent, his gun was all gummed up.
Yeah, he was dead, ready to shoot him dead. Luckily, the gun was too slippery to actually load, or turn the barrel, and then, but as they're all sticky from the varnish, the pigeon lady throws seeds over them.
Yeah.
And then the pigeons just flowing, pecking. I have arachnophobia, is that what it's called?
He's scared of birds.
That is hell on earth, all those pigeons pecking away at me. That is haunting for me. Legit, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible, the thought of that. I couldn't stand that. I felt bad watching it, man. I was like, the actors aren't paid enough money. That being said, I bet you the budget was insane for this, because I think they had more budget than they needed for the first film. I think one thing with Halloween, the film was intended to have a really low budget, so they built loads of cardboard sets. And then they were given a bigger budget later. And they was like, well, we might as well keep these sets, so we built them, they're all cardboard. But you can't tell. Then the police show up, and he hands them all the evidence tape of them threatening him,
Yeah.
tape of the plan, photos of them robbing the money.
Yep.
They've got evidence, and then Harry admits it's frigging them though.
Mob does, yeah.
Mob,
Where's the sticky bandits? That's, yeah, S-T,
Shut up, Marv. And then goes back to Duncan's toy chest, and there's a note attached to the brick. And he's, I'm sorry I broke your window. I did it to catch the bad guys. If you want, I'll pay for it. Signed, Kevin McAllister. Thanks for the turtle dove.
Yeah, no return address on if you did want to get the money off him, didn't they?
How did he know that they were staying at the plaza? Because then he
Exactly.
sends them a butt ton of toys, doesn't he?
How did he know?
I don't know. Maybe the police were looking for it. Like the same police were looking for him, and he was like, "Where can I contact this kid?"
Could be.
And like Fuller wakes up and he's like, "It's Christmas morning." Don't get your hopes up, Fuller. Santa Claus doesn't come to hotels. And he's like, he's the Christmas spirit. He can do anything. Yeah.
And they've got these millions of presents that, yeah, you know, for Uncle Frank, you better open any of mine.
Yeah, man. Buzz has his little speech, you know, and after this gooey show of emotion, you know, Kevin showed up with the first gift, which was nice.
Which he doesn't do, he sneaks out to see that,
And they don't see him sneak out.
Oh no, you won't, no, still not keeping an eye on that kid.
Guess what? Home Alone 3 takes place right after this one. No, it doesn't.
Oh, don't even talk about Home Alone 3.
I'm not doing Home Alone 3. I'm not doing Home Alone 3. Home Alone 4 makes kind of a bit of sense because Marv comes back, doesn't it? Even though it's a different cast. That kind of makes a bit more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear the third film is a completely different character, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure anyway.
Yeah, some kid called Alex, isn't it?
Yeah, let's not waste our time on that movie.
Let's not dissect that one, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I didn't see him leave. And then he gives Pigeon Lady the turtle dove. You know, and then Rob Schneider knocks on the door again, and he's asking Buzz for a tip, and Buzz gives him a bit of gum, and
Chewed gum.
chewed gum. Nice family. And then he
Bringing the
gives him
bill over
bill.
on Christmas morning, not cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, we want your money. Happy Christmas. Kevin, you spent $967 on room service.
And that's when it finishes, yeah.
That is like, no, that is like, we don't know. I wonder what chaos happens after that. Because at the end of Jingle All the Way, he's looking for that toy for his kid. The last scene of the film, and the wife's like, "If you went for all that trouble to get his present, what did you get me?" Man.
No, so you got anything you had to add, like trivia and stuff?
Let me just go through the list of trivia and see if there's anything cool on there. Yes. Hopefully it's not too... But I bet half the trivia is the same. Macaulay Culkin was paid $4.5 million to star in this movie.
Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah. The biggest salary ever for a 12-year-old child actor. Several of the cameras chosen in the production froze in the cold.
Wow, well, yeah, New York is cold, especially that time of year.
Macaulay Culkin asked Joe Pesci, who plays Harry, why he never smiled, and Pesci told him to shut up at the time. Pesci says he's pampered a lot by a lot of people, but not me, and I think he likes that. All of the children who appeared in the toy store scene were allowed to take any of their favourite toys home as part of their salary, even though it didn't work. Macaulay Culkin was allowed to keep the talk boy. The movie was actually shot at the Plaza in Central Park Suite. The phone number given for the Plaza in the movie was the actual number for the Plaza. Let's phone it up, man. This is Peter McAllister, the father.
I wonder how many calls they get like that, though.
Yeah, I know in the video for No Hablo Inglés, we're on for soup.
Mm-hmm.
The phone number that comes up on the screen is apparently like a fan's hotline or something. Only Home Alone film to feature real snow.
Oh, yeah, it gets cold that time of year.
Not the slow machine. Event Weekly had a doctor analyse the actual effects on the injured Harry and Marv would be. Bricks to the face would have caused at least brain damage or at worst death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said, isn't it? The real version of the Talkboy tape recorder Kevin plays with in the movie was created by Tiger Electronics shortly after the film's release, along with a pink and purple counterpart called the Talk Girl. In Home Alone 1990, Kevin watched a movie called Angels with Filthy Souls, and this is the sequel, Angels with Filthier Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's room service bill he ordered 2 chocolate cakes, 6 chocolate mousses, with chocolate and vanilla, strawberry and whipped cream, ice cream, topped with M&M's, chocolate sprinkles, cherries, nuts, marshmallows, caramel syrup, chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, whipped cream, bananas, 6 custard flans, pastry cart, 8 strawberry tarts, and 36 chocolate-covered strawberries.
Bloody hell. I'm fine.
That's $900.
Bloody hell. Well, yeah, plus they didn't have enough camera. And I was not asleep, that I was just sort of zoning out slow.
The swimming pool scene was shot at Four Seasons in Chicago due to the fact Plaza Hotel does not have a swimming pool.
I'm surprised. Most people in America.
Yeah. The carpet was removed from the Plaza lobby for the scene so that Macaulay Culkin could slip on the floor.
Oh, yeah, when he's running away from them, yeah.
Donald Trump liked it so much he never had it refitted.
Fair dues.
Yeah. Airport scenes were exponentially more difficult to shoot than the first film. The airport had to stay operational during filming, and Macaulay Culkin's newfound celebrity status acquired a lot of extra security due to the fans and paparazzi.
Oh, shit,
Scenes
yeah.
in O'Hare International Airport were filmed in February 1991 and kept Christmas decorations up for the occasion. Daniel Stern said a pigeon really flew into his mouth and it was revolting.
Nice.
Was that
I'm guessing when the bird lady chucks it all at them.
is Daniel Stern?
I'm not sure. Is he Harry or not?
Is he Marv?
No, wait, which one's Joe Pesci?
I think it's Joe Pesci Harry.
Oh.
Wait there.
I would look, but my phone's probably dead. It was on like 2%.
Daniel Stern is Marv.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where was I? I accidentally closed my tab. Hotel operator with whom Kevin makes a reservation pretending to be his father, played by Chris Columbus's wife. You can do better, Chris.
That's nice. Let's start Jill lady out.
Maybe she's lovely in real life. You know.
Probably is, yeah.
John
just
Candy
playing
was at
that
one
character.
point going to do a cameo in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The working title was Alone Again. The scene when the man sitting next to Kevin on the plane starts speaking in French is translated into Spanish on the French audio setting, just to prove he's talking a different language.
Oh, that's kind of smart, actually.
Yeah, Toy Store Duncan's Toy Test is named after executive producer Duncan Henderson.
It looks like Toy Duncan's chest, that logo, just saying it's stupid.
It's also filmed at actual New York City store FAO Schwartz. The exterior is that of Rockery Building in Chicago. Catherine O'Hara, who is Mum, I think, was worried her character wasn't trying hard enough to find Kevin. Scenes were added to show concern. O'Hara said she practiced guilty, sad face at home. Original Home Alone, Marv says kids are scared of the dark. In the sequel, he says almost the same line to Kevin in Central Park, changing just one letter, kids are scared of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Columbus admitted on the audio documentary for Home Alone 1, the film was to some extent a remake of the first film. Michael Jackson visited Macaulay Culkin on set. I know they were good friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Writer trademark John Hughes, Flower Flourisher, Angels of Filthy Souls. Johnny calls a girl this. What, a flower flusher?
Flower flushing carcass out my door.
Oh yeah, is that that's apparently that's a John Hughes thing. He likes saying that apparently. Address of Uncle Rob and Aunt Georgette's house that's being renovated was 51 West 95th Street and is on Manhattan's Upper West Side, half a block from Central Park.
Yeah, fair enough.
Christopher Lambert studied the 30s and 40s film noir for Angels with Filthier Souls to make it more authentic. McDonald's made a Happy Meals commercial themed around this movie after its unsuccessful Batman Returns marketing. Yeah, that's why Tim Burton didn't do it, because Batman Returns did so poorly, and he thinks it was because Happy Meals not putting enough effort into the promotion.
Maybe.
Chris Columbus recalled the production spent lots of money on artificial snow and being then New York being a blizzard. You know, I suppose you don't need to waste money.
Mm-hmm.
They probably spent a buttload of money. Coca-Cola products make several appearances in this film, including a scene where Kevin rides in a limousine. Kevin's cousin Fuller is wakes up in the plaza. Notably, Pepsi products appeared in the first film, which I noticed that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Macaulay Culkin was living with his family in Manhattan at the time of production. He was just down the road, wasn't he?
No, right for him then, yeah.
John Hughes says took the sequel very seriously and wrote multiple drafts of the script. I decided New York was a great place to lose him. It's a huge city. The kid could get into a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Concert hall with the orchestra was in downtown Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda Fricker's character, the Pigeon Woman, is based on the old bird woman from Mary Poppins. Chris Columbus recalls during filming I was up 140th Street in Harlem. Was there in the morning. I was getting a cup of coffee. There were these two young kids come up to me and said, "What's the name of the movie?" I said, "Home Alone 2. And they said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm the director." And they said, "Oh, are you John Hughes?" And that John Hughes, John Hughes wrote it. Not once during this movie or in Home Alone do Marv and Harry call Kevin by his name.
Makes you wonder if they even really know it.
Yeah. Well, they saw the name on his backpack.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
During production, John Hughes wrote a script draft, Home Alone 3, in which Macaulay Culkin would return as a teenage Kevin McAllister. Then we found out Macaulay Culkin quit acting in 1994 and he had to rewrite the script from scratch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I think there was a short... Macaulay Culkin, he's kind of getting his shit together now. And I think he wants to get back into acting.
Did he have a bit of a dodgy patch?
He did have a dodgy patch in the middle where he did quit acting.
Yeah.
Fuller plays the role again of the bedwetting cousin. Oh, that's Macaulay Culkin's brother Kieran.
Oh, yeah, no, I had heard that in real life, yeah.
Brenda Fricker won Academy Award for Best Actress in Supporting Role in 1990 Oscars. Following Academy tradition, she presented her co-star Joe Pesci with Best Actor in Supporting Role for Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
Was Ralph Foodley's last movie. Actress Sandra Macat was in Home Alone and Home Alone 2 in two different roles. She was Santa's elf in the first film and this was a flight attendant in the second film.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Smith likes to reuse actors for different roles, even though they're all in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is never mentioned at any point, the name of the Plaza Hotel's concierge, played by Tim Curry, is Mr. Hector, and the name of the desk clerk, played by Dana Ivey, is Mrs. Hester Stone. Ms. Hester Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Columbus cast Joe Pesci as Harry in both Home Alone movies because he is one of his heroes, although he never actually he thought he'd never get him for such a comedic role. Well, I suppose he was in Goodfellas before, which is like a gangster movie, wasn't it?
So, yeah.
Ali Sheedy was considered for the role of Kate McAllister in the first film, but she did have a cameo as a ticket agent in the second film. Brenda Fricker joked that kids were never impressed with her acting until her work in this film.
Mm.
Harry and Marv's conversation at the ice rink was shot at Central Park, Walman Rink. The Essex house shown is in Central Park in Manhattan. The child that Harry and Marv catch in the park is wearing nearly identical clothes to Kevin wore in the first film.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we've let go of that kid, yeah.
Deleted scenes feature Kevin having similar aftershave scene in the Plaza Hotel like the original. Chris Columbus cut this for two reasons. The film was already 2 hours long and was afraid that people would accuse the film of being a remake of the other one, even though it was apparently wrote that way.
Well, yeah.
In Home Alone 1, Kevin says, "Old man Marley, yeah, I had a friend that got nailed because he wore dinosaur pajamas." At the end of this movie, Fuller is wearing dinosaur pajamas.
Oh man, I hope it wasn't fun.
The turtle doves were created for this movie by John Perry, known for his sculptures of sea life.
Fair enough.
Daniel Stern's 1995 family comedy adventure Bushwhacked, it's a funny film actually, was originally conceived as a spin-off for Home Alone, with Daniel returning as Marv. That's really funny actually, because I was thinking, oh look, it's Marv from Home Alone. Apparently that movie was intended to actually be about Marv. When Kevin got on the New York plane, he sits next to a Frenchman, asking if anyone responds with French. What's that? I'm from France and I'm a tourist here, and this is my first time coming to America. Do you know any good restaurants? Or maybe your parents know a good place. Why aren't you responding? You speak a bit of French, right? I don't speak English at all. Give me a bit of help at least. My name is Andre. What's your name? Andre the Giant! Our favourite Frenchman. Advertisement for Duncan's Toy Chest can be seen as Marv and Harry come out of the subway.
I think I noticed that one, yeah.
The show Kevin is watching, in the scene where the fictitious game show called Ding Dang Dong apparently was taped on the set of the actual game show called $100,000 Fortune Hunt Illinois. The host of the show was Bob Eubanks from the Newlywed Game. Throughout the course of the film, Marv steals 7 items in broad daylight: mittens, scarf, cowboy hat, 1 wrapped present, earmuffs, a beanie, and a handful of change from the bell ringer's kettle.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin is visiting various landmarks. You can see the World Trade Center. Yeah, you're right.
I thought it was, yeah.
This was removed from the broadcast out of respect for 9/11.
Fair dues.
Chris Columbus finished the film. He wanted to work on a new project and was sent the script for Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fair.
This was the first movie shot in Radio City Music Hall in 30 years. Kevin's booby traps may reflect Chris Columbus's love of James Bond style gadgetry, which cropped up in Gremlins, The Goonies, Young Sherlock Holmes, and Spielberg's also a James Bond fan. Yeah, that was a thing in the last film as well. Yeah, we know that. That is a long one. I don't want to read a long one.
It's a very long one. You've got a lot of trivia for this.
Yeah, man, I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I am also
not
very
really
tired. You probably see me trying to sleep by this.
I'm getting to the end of this now.
Second half of this video because I'm just totally done.
Yeah, I'm at the end now. Chris Columbus holding a child and pointing to a stack of toys when Kevin walks in the toy store. For the television version, about 20 minutes of the film is edited in very small sections because the film is exactly 2 hours long, in order for the film version on television to extend it to 2.5 hours. Because of breaks, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Practically the entire crew was for this movie also worked on Home Alone 1 and Only the Lonely.
Fair enough.
Chris Columbus said Macaulay Culkin was an incredibly charming kid in both films. Only film in the franchise where the kid isn't actually in his own home.
Mm-hmm.
In the shower scene, Kevin used an inflatable clown and a recording of Uncle Frank to fool and spook the concierge into leaving the hotel room. 2 years earlier, Tim Curry played the evil clown Pennywise. Was that a reference to Pennywise?
Possibly, with it being so close often.
Joe Pesci and Catherine O'Hara worked together in Betsy's Wedding as Oscar Wenner and Gloria Henner, respectively. Plaza Hotel offers Home Alone experience around Christmas time, where guests can pay to stay in a similar room than Kevin stayed in, receive
Sounds
Home
good.
Alone gifts including the movie, and take a limo and see some of the filming locations included. The toy store used for Duncan's toy chests has a big floor keyboard that was used in Big.
Oh.
We know he's playing the piano on the floor. Home Alone and its sequel show scenes from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966.
Do they?
Yeah. Nobody's watching on TV when you hear the theme song.
Oh, right, yeah.
The revolver Harry pulls out at the end in Central Park is a Colt Police positive. Oh, it is a police gun.
I did wonder if he managed to wrestle off a god or something.
Home Alone began filming in December 1991, ended by May 1992. Until Home Alone 3 came on video, the first two Home Alone films had never been packaged together on one unit until the fourth one was released.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone 2, the soda that was seen before was Coke, but Pepsi was in the other one. You can also see a giant Pepsi sign in the landscape. Harry Lime is the name of also the name of Orson Welles' character in Third Man. During the movie pageant scene, being at the beginning of the movie, when a lady is playing piano is knocked out by the prop Christmas tree, the stunt was performed by a male stuntman with visible 5 o'clock shadow.
Wow.
Home Alone 2 is one of the film sequels released. Was one of the 2 film sequels Joe Pesci was in, including Lethal Weapon 3 in that year.
No.
The first 2 Home Alone films, the only one that John Hughes films with Ralph Foodie has been in. He's from Chicago, natural choice appearing in John Hughes movies. More notably, he plays the old man who steals the ring from Jim Belushi in Curly Sue.
No, I'm fine. I was actually okay then.
McAllisters are going to France in the first film when they forget Kevin. Kevin boards a plane to New York City and he's sitting next to a Frenchman, which is a reference to the first film.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago Arena, Enough's Enough, recorded their song Happy Holiday to be used in the film. However, the producers ultimately used Darlene Love's All Alone for Christmas.
Can you blame me for falling asleep with this list, man?
This is a long list, man. Sung on their Peach Fuzz
I'm
album.
going to apologise for having a nap for most of the second half.
Oh man. Yeah, Happy Hanukkah Marv was nod to the fact he's Jewish. They released 2 different models of the tape recorder, these on the screen. Columbus's Chris Columbus scripted young Sherlock Holmes. Watson believes Sherlock was obsessed with it over a case, even at Christmas, because unlike the other boys his age, he had no family to go home. Like Harry Potter and Kevin McAllister, Columbus has ties with both Harry Potter and the Home Alone series.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Columbus was topic of an episode of Hollywood's Best Film Directors, and they were talking about Home Alone and showed clips from it. Kevin is not actually Home Alone in this movie.
No. Yeah, but they could have just called it Lost in New York. But Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and it kind of
Yeah.
shows that it's part of Home Alone. saying shit? Huh?
No, I'm just looking for the list. Not the airport scene. Pam Hopkins also plays Alec in The Breakfast Club, which is a John Hughes movie. There's a fake trailer on YouTube called Kevin's Revenge from 2008. The grown-up Kevin resembles Duke Nukem from the video game. Frank Oz, plays Miss Piggy and Yoda. After Harry and Marv merchants leave the fish market and go down the sideway, Marv steals money from a red donation can. Right after Marv says, "Now with the sticky bandits." The scene changes. Frank Oz places money into the red donation can and walks away. That was a really walk-on little bit. Alright, we're at the end now. Chris Columbus's daughter is one of the little girls in the toy shop. Airport gate agent talking on the phone with Ali Sheedy. Is that his wife or something?
Probably.
Chris Columbus, It's a Wonderful Life, is a film both directed by Columbus and Gremlins was scripted by him. Video clips were used of that movie in both movies. Again, that was some trivia in the first one. We have made it to 2 hours.
Bloody hell.
We did a good one.
Well, no, I had a nap for half of that, I'll be honest. I am so tired.
Oh, that's
but I put my tuppence in earlier, so it's
You
okay.
can tell I've not drawn on you.
Oh man, I'm just so tired.
That's cool, man. Tomorrow I will be doing Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie, don't tell me it isn't. I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be doing that one on my own.
Probably, yeah, because I'm going to be at Catherine's, isn't
Yeah, that's the point.
I? Okay.
This is probably the longest film review I've ever done.
Yeah, I know. And
Shout out to we have to talk about this movie.
Yeah, oh man, I'm just so tired. Sorry, I fell asleep.
That's cool.
Don't hate me for ruining your video.
No, you're right. I'll let him have some sleep now. That's all from me. It's enough from him.
Yep. Night. Cheers.
J-Man out.